Hello everyone, welcome back to Global Study. In today's video, I am going to show you the Italian National Visa Type D application form and explain it step by step, specifically from the perspective of a student applying for an Italian study visa. I will show the actual form on a screen and explain what each section means for from question 1 all the way to question 32 and the final declaration. Before we begin, one very important point. This information source in this video is only for educational and demonstrative purpose. Do not copy somebody else's personal information into your application. Always enter your own information exactly as it appear in your passport, admission documents and other supporting documents. Also, always check the latest instruction from the Italian embassy or consulate responsible for your application because form and visa requirement can change. Let's start. Personal information. As you can see, this is the national visa application type D form. At the top, you can see the Italian emblem, the consulate information, the title National Visa Application D, and the photo box. The form itself is free. Let's now go through the question one by one. Surname, family name. Question 1. Ask for your surname or a family name. Enter your surname exactly as they appear in your passport. For example, if your passport shows your surname as a Kumar, enter Kumar. Do not change the spelling or add anything yourself. Question 2. Surname at birth. As for your surname, it birth or format family name. This is relevant where applicable. If you have never had a different surname, follow the instruction applicable to your form and personal situation rather than inventive information. Question 3. First name, a give name. Question 3 is your first name or a given give name. Again, copy the information directly from your passport. Make sure the spelling and the order match your travel documents. Question 4 to 7. Birth and nationality. Date of birth, place of birth, country of birth, country nationality. There is also a field for a nationality if birth is different. Use your official document when complete this field. Do not guess the information. Question 8. Gender. Ask for your gender. Select the option that applies to you. Question 9. Marital status. The form provides options such as single, married, separate, divorce, widow or other. Select the option that generally applies to you. Question 10. Minor application. It asks for the information converting the parental authority or a legal guardian, including details such as surname, first name, address, and nationality. If you are not an adult application, this section may not be applied to you. Do not enter unnecessary information. Passport information. Question 11. Type of travel documents. Now we come to the passport section. Question 11 asks for the type of travel document. If you are traveling with an regular Indian passport, you should generally select ordinary passport, provided that the matches your actual travel document. Do not select a different category similarly because you saw another applicant use it. Question 12 to 15. Passport number, date of issue, validity, date and issuing authority. Keep your passport beside you while filling out the section. Copy the information carefully. Even a small mistake in the passport number or validity date can be create a problem, so check everything before submitting. Question 16. Home and address, Gmail and phone. Enter your genuine residence address for your Gmail and phone number. Use detail that you actually have access to because the authority may need to contact you. Question 7. Residence in another country. If you do not select no, if if you do select yes and provide the applicant resident permit aquatic information. Choose the answer based on your actual situation. Question number 8. Current occupation. If you are currently a student, enter your actual status as applicable. Do not claim to be employed if you are not employed. Your answer should be truth and consistent with your documents. Question number 9. Education institution. Question number 9 is specifically important for a student. The form asks for the employer detail where the applicable but specifically said that for the student the name and address of the education institute should be provided. So if you are applying as a student, you use the official name and address of your education institute. For example, this should match your university admission or enrollment documents. Question number 20. Main purpose of the journey. Now we reach one of the most important question for a student visa. You can see several options on a form including family reunification, religious reason, sport, mission, diplomatic, medical reasons, study, adoption, salaries, employment, self-employment or other. If you are applying for an Italian student visa because you are going to Italy to study, select study. Do not select tourism simply because you may travel around Italy during your studies. Your selected purpose should be reference to actual reason for traveling. Travel information. This page contain important information about your destination, entry, intention, stay, contact information, and financial support. Question number 21. Your destination in Italy. For a student, this should correspond to your study destination in Italy. For example, if your university is located in Padua, you should provide the applicable destination information according to your study arrangements and the instruction of the competent consular authority. Make sure this information is consistent with your university documents. Question number 22. Shenzhen State First Entry. It asks for the Shenzhen state first entry if applicable. Let us understand with an example. Suppose your flight is Delhi to Rome, Rome to Milan, Rome. Italy is your first Shenzhen state of entry, but suppose your flight is Delhi, Frankfurt, Milan. In this case, Germany should your first Schengen state of entry. So remember, destination in Italy and first Schengen state of entry are necessarily the same thing. Enter the information according to your actual travel intention. Question 23. Number of entry requirement. The form provides three options. Entries, multiple entries. Do not multiply, copy other student sections. Choose according to the visa you are applying for and the instruction applicable to your application. If you are unsure, check with the competent Italian consular authority before submitting the form. Question 24 asks for the numbers of days of intending stay with the form including a maximum of 365 days. For a long-term student visa, enter the intention stay according to your actual stay and visa circumstance and the applicable instruction. Make sure the information is consistent with your admission and travel plans. Question number 25. Intended date of arrival. This should be based on your genuine travel plan. Do not randomly select a date just to complete the form. Your planned arrival should make sense with your university schedule, visa applicant, and travel arrangements. Question number 26. Personal employment address in Italy. Now we come to question number 26, and this section needs carefully attention. The form asks for the surname and name of the person in Italy who applied to family, for the surname and name of the employer in Italy. The form they specifically says the for adoption, religious reason, medical reason, sport, study and mission. Please specify the address in Italy. So for a student apply for a study visa, pay attention to the address in Italy required by this section. Use genuine information connected with your study arrangement. For example, this could relative to the applicable university or state accommodation contact information depending on your circumstance and the current consular instruction. Do not invent an Italian address simply because you need to fill the box. The information should be generally and supported where required. Question number 27. Host company organization. Question number 27 asks for the name and address of the host company or organization, along with telephone and fax information. There is also a field for the surname, first name, address, telephone, fax, and mail of a contact person in the company or organization. This section is situation dependent. If it applied to your visa category, enter the genuine detail. If it did not apply to your particular study situation, follow the current instruction rather than inventing a company, organization, or a contact person. Question number 28. Cost of travel and living. Now we come to another very important section, student, who will cover the cost of traveling and living during the applicant stay. The form has section for the application and another section for I sponsor, host company or a organization with detail to be separated. Under the applicant section, you can see many means of support such as cash, travel checks, credit cards, prepaid accommodation, transport, other. The sponsor section has its own means of support options including cash, provided accommodation, all expenses covered during the stay, prepaid transport, other. The most important point is do not select any option simply because another student selected it. Your answer should according to reference your actual financial arrangement and should be consistent with the supporting document you are submitting. For example, if your financial document shows one arrangement but your visa form includes something completely different, then can be create question about your applicant's application. So check your financial document carefully before completing this section. Question number 29 to 30. Question number 29 asks for the personal information about a family member who is an EU, EEA or a Swiss citizen. Question number 30 asks about your family relationship with that person. This question relevant only when applicable. If do not have such as family member, follow the instruction on the form rather than entering unnecessary information. Question 31 place and date. Enter the applicable place and date according to your instruction for your application. Before signing, make sure to date is correct. Question 32 signature. Thus, form specifically refers to the signature for minor by the person exercising parental authority or a legal guardian. Follow the follow the applicable signature requirement for your age and circumstance. Do not sign randomly or use a signature that does not comply with the instruction given by the visa authority. Refund warning. At the bottom of page 2, there is an important statement explaining refusal of a visa do not give rise to reimbursement of fees paid. Read this statement carefully before submitting your application. Page 3 Personal data and declaration. Now we reach the final page. This page contains the information on the processing of personal data. It explains how information connected with your visa application may be connected and processed by the relevant authority. This can include information such as your personal data, photographs, and where applicable fingerprints. You do not need to memorize this entire legal section. However, you should understand that your information is provided as part of this visa application procedure. Important declaration. Now we reach a very important declaration. The applicant declared that the information provided is correct and complete. The form also warned the false statement can lead to the applicant being rejected or a visa already generated being annulled and may have further consequences under the applicable law. So before you sign, check the everything carefully. Check your full name, date of birth, passport number, passport validity, nationality, educational institute, purpose of travel, destination, entry information, intended stay, accommodation or address information, financial information, travel details. Everything should be accurate and consistent with your supporting documents. Remarks for office use only. Finally, we can see the large section marked. This section is reserved for the visa officer. As an applicant, you should not fill this section yourself unless the competent authority specifically instructs you to do so. Final check before submission. Before submitting your application, do one final check. Compare your complete form with your passport, university admission, or enrollment document, accommodation information, travel plans, financial documents, and any other document required for your particular visa application. Make sure the information is consistent. Do not submit fake documents. Do not use someone else's personal information. Do not guess information just to complete an empty box. And do not repay only on an old YouTube video or another student field application. Always check the latest official instruction from the Italian embassy and consulate responsible for your application. The Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs provides the national visa through its official visa portal, and Italian diplomatic mission also publish visa form and requirements. So guys, this was the complete step-by-step explanation of the Italian National Visa Type D application form for students. I hope showing the actual form on the screen made it easier for you to understand what each section means and what type of information is required. Remember, this video is for education and demonstration purpose only. Examples shown in the video are not instruction to the copy and applicant's personal information. Always use your own genuine information. Follow the latest instruction of competent Italian embassy or consulate. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the Global Study, and share it with other students who are planning to study in Italy. Thank you for watching. This is Global Study, your vision to study abroad start here.